Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As they get it up past the 30.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Ready, set. It's second down and 10.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You talk about this Jets defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Panthers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
19-yard line.
18, 5 in.
They'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a gain of 14
A lot of precision
yards.
being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Cougar 19.
And they'll run with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they'll change things up.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
2nd and 6. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go, tonight.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Carolina defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
With that lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Here we go. 19-6. Hey, 551. 551.
They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And the Jets, first down.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
From the 50, here's Fields. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack. And he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for a Panthers. First down.
Here we go, Scott.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And the Panthers, first down.
Let's
First
go now.
and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Cup
Brings
19.
up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Riggs. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Theo Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields going to run. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second down and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go. Yep.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. Go.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you.
Here we go.
But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields going right back to Wilson. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go. Chip slant. Turbo, sir.
Off play action. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fields throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
Mims in motion left.
319, judges.
Now Fields. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, New York.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right.
22.
Fields. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal, Jets.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Taken down at the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Theo Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Come on.
Panthers line up for the 2-point conversion.
And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hall on a give up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
There you go. All right.
Now it's Fields. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Watch.
Looking to throw. Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Ken. 19 instruction.
Back to throw. Fields. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
To the air again, Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? West side fit. 319. Get that. Right.
A shotgun snap. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Good.
Again, Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 5. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run 1st down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready? Back to 60. Back all 80. Ready?
Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
60 boxes, 60 boxes, 19 tight, 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Fields. It's caught at the 1. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use